Said low key TV breaking fools off.
What up, my nigga?
Said low key TV breaking fools off.
This is a Said Low Key TV production.
Said low key TV breaking fools off.
Yeah. You a hopping fool?
Said low key TV breaking fools off. Yeah. We on the
Sunday conversation out here with OG, my partner. My OG partner, L Dog. What's up, L Dog?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Said TV?
All right. So, this is Low Ride 101 Said TV Sunday conversations. And let's start with when did you start low riding? What year?
Man, I got my first car in 1974. I was in the 9th grade at Gompers Junior High, and I got got my first car, 74 Impala, in 1976. I was in 9th grade at Gompers. So that was my first car. But my first introduction to low riding, I was a kid in elementary school, like about the 5th or the 4th grade. And we used to always, during recess, we run around playing, and the lowriders would pass by. So we used to play this little game called That's My Car. So we run around, we see a lowrider, and I go, that's my car. And we point at the different lowriders as they pass by the elementary school at recess. Long story short, school let out, and I'm walking home and I see the same lowrider. So I stop at the corner, and the brother comes my way. And he looks at me and asks me where I live at. So I told him, and he told me to get in the car. And I got in the car. He had a 6.6 Impala, front, back, and 520s and Kragers. And I didn't know this dude from a man on the motherfucking moon. He could have kidnapped my ass. But I just wanted to get in that lowrider. And when I got in the lowrider and he started taking me home, quite naturally, school was letting out, so all your little friends see you in the car. So they point, and I'm in the car, I'm just grinning happy as a Cheshire cat. You know what I'm saying? And he dropped me off, and that was it. So every day I would stand on that corner for about a week. He would take me home until he got tired of my little ass. But once I got that dip in my ass in a low rider, man, that's a feeling you never forget. You know what I'm saying? I said from that point on, I'm gonna get me a low rider.
Okay, all right.
And his name was Big Mo.
Big Mo?
Rest in peace. Used to be out there on the show. He known for his rabbit ears. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he died about 5-6 years ago, maybe longer than that.
All right. So you said what was your first car you ever built? Low rider.
74 Impala. My mama took me to Cal Worthington, because back in the days, everybody was getting 71, 72, and 73. So back then, you look at TV and they had a serial number wrote across the windshield of the car. So I wrote down the number for this 72 I saw in this commercial, and my mama took me. So we went to go look at it. So we're looking at this 72, because everybody had 72s then. And my mama said, why don't you get that car? And it was a 74 Impala. And my uncle test drove it for me. And yeah, I got that.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about some old low riding spots.
Okay.
Tell me something about Church's Chicken.
Oh man, Church's Chicken was a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You had to be somebody to get up in there. What I mean by that, your cars basically had to be known. You know what I'm saying? Because you had everybody from everywhere coming to Church's Chicken. You know what I'm saying? Had Big Huncho back then. He had a orange Riviera. I think it had to be like about a 76 or 75. You had Jay Clayton. He had a Trey or a 4 back then. Man, everybody just came up there low riding on me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I had my little glass house, and I was known for flaming up the street. So that was my thing back then.
All right. Rosecrans Skating Ring.
Yeah. Rosecrans was a different beast. It was a different monster. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a lot of, see, like back then, it was a lot of activities going on. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't want to get caught up because, you know, like I say, everybody from somewhere.
Right.
So over there, you was in somebody else's territory. So you had to watch your back and low ride at the same time. But yeah, Rosecrans was a cool spot.
Okay. Crenshaw back in the day.
Crenshaw. How far you want me to go back? Like that, like that. Like
Back far as you can go back.
Okay. Well, Crenshaw, you know what I'm saying? You know that's the main drag of low ride. You know what I'm saying? You had Crips on one side, you had Bloods on the other side. You know what I'm saying? And everything was cool till you got ready to leave or if you got there too early. Because I had experience hitting the Shaw, coming off the 10 freeway. As soon as I came off the 10 freeway, and I guess that was Jefferson right there, as soon as you get off the freeway. And yeah, they lit my car up. And I took off, shot up in McDonald's parking lot first. You know what I'm saying? To check the damage. Then went down to Burger King. Then they came through the alley. You know what I'm saying? They cleared the lot that night rather.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Crenshaw was real cool, man. It was everybody was there, you know what I'm saying? And everybody from somewhere, so gang banging was like, you knew who your enemy was. You was cool for a certain minute until some knucklehead popped up and then would kick off some bullshit. But yeah, the Shaw was straight though.
Right. I hear. Well, I know that it was ferocious back then.
Yeah, it was really ferocious. Yeah, if you wasn't with the business, you had to just keep your ass at home.
Okay. Were there any other spots that you low rided on back in the day?
Yeah, well, we had, they used to go to the street races over here on Florence and San Pedro. Had Terminal Island. You had Jack in the Box on Imperial in Maine. You had Country Farms Market, which was on Central and Rosecrans, right across from McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was a couple more spots we used to hit.
Charles Clayton told me Avalon people used to hang out on Avalon.
Well, Charles Clayton, they had their club meetings up at Lock High on Avalon.
Okay.
So that might be what he's referring to. As far as anybody hitting and cruising Avalon, I have no recollection of that one.
Okay. All
That
right.
might have been they club hitting Avalon.
All right. Let's talk about the dangers of low riding back in the day. Let's Killer Dayton's.
Yeah, I know a lot of brothers, man, that got their wigs split, man, behind some goddamn rims. Because back then, I think Dayton's was costing like $3,500, $3,000 or something like that, just for some rims. Because, mind you, when I came out, I was on 520s and Craigers, and then True Spokes was out, which was a 14-inch wide rim with a 3-prong knockoff. You know what I'm saying? Then Zeniths and Dayton's had hit the scene. When Dayton's came out, man, niggas lost their goddamn minds, man. They like had to have them. I seen one dude get his head blew off for a set of Dayton's like 2 o'clock in the morning, slipping, coming home. You know what I'm saying? Right there on San Pedro, and Century and San Pedro by the tire shop, sitting at the light. He didn't even know what hit him. You know?
Okay. Compare low riding back in the day versus today.
Well, versus today, it's a lot of hating going on. You know what I'm saying? Dudes don't like you because you with this car club or you got this car. They don't like you because you mess with the Brown brothers or you mess with the Asian brothers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Low riding supposed to be like one thing, you know. I say love and low riding, you know what I'm saying? My whole thing is no set tripping, no bullshit, and no politics. But yeah, man, it's back then. You know who your enemies are now, but it's more relaxed now. But like back then, like I said, it was a whole different monster. You know what I'm saying? Because my recollection, mostly all the gangbangers is the ones that had the low riders.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? For me, you know what I'm saying? So the dudes that you would see, you're like, oh, that's so-and-so, or that goes so-and-so, you know, because of his car. You know, it's still that same way today, but, you know what I'm saying, everybody's pretty much getting along, you know. You got a few knuckleheads out there still with the bullshit.
Right.
But back then, yeah, it was a whole different monster. It was, when you seen some dudes, it was on sight. Because dudes were stealing cars, taking cars from the girl, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to look at it like back then, all we had was one car. That was our main source of transportation. So you go to the store, you go to the motel, you ride in your car, you did everything in that one car.
Tipping.
And some dudes let their females drive their car. So dudes was getting their cars took, dudes was getting jacked, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much like today, ain't none of that jumping off, you know, like it was back then in the days.
Right, right. Back then, were the Hispanics low riding with the brothers, or did that just come about recently?
You might have had a few, but all our brown brothers, they used to low ride at Huntington Park, going down Pacific Avenue. That's where you saw, that's where they would cruise at. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause there used to be like a little dollar show I used to go to down there. And when you come out, our brown brothers, man, they had some of the immaculate ass motherfucking paint jobs. You know what I'm saying? Everything was flaked out, candy, front and back 520s and Craigers, going down Pacific Avenue. That was their main drag over there. So we had Crenshaw, and they had Pacific Avenue.
Oh, okay. All right. Your relationship, I do a thing called dropping names. So
Yes,
I'm gonna drop a couple names on you. Charles Clayton.
Me and him went to school together, man. We started out fixing up show bikes together.
Right, and you know what?
Charles,
He showed me his bike when I went to his house.
he still got his bike?
He still got that bike.
That motherfucker. Man, Charles, man, he made my bikes look like shit. Charles went all the way out, just like he do with his cars. Charles went all the way out. We all had Schwinns. That was our thing back then. And Charles used to kill the game, man. That nigga had sounds, foxtails, 8-track, man, everything on that goddamn bike. You knew when Charles was coming, he had about 150 mirrors, looked like just on the front of that motherfucker. With a knee action, all the truck lights going all around the sissy pole. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's me and Charles. We hooked up in junior high school.
Okay, all right. Big Rat from Supernaturals.
Yeah, I've been knowing Rat for some years. I remember Rat when he had a trade back in the day when we all had hair. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't got no problems with Rat. Rat cool.
All right, all right. Big Honcho.
Oh, that's my boy. You know what I'm saying? Me and Honcho go way back. Me and his brothers used to run together. And me and his brother Kenny Crow, we both got kicked out of the state of California back in the days. And we wind up going to Job Corps in Utah. You know, and then later on down the line, we came back. We all went to jail. You know what I'm saying? Did some little time in jail and got sent back to California. And yeah, my nigga Kenny Crow got killed. You know what I'm saying? That was Huncho's little brother.
Okay. And I've been hearing this name a lot. Jay Clayton.
Car thief motherfucker. He didn't give a fuck if he knew your ass or not. He would help you fix your car and come back that night and steal your shit. He didn't give a fuck.
Said low key, breaking fools off.
What up, my nigga?
Said low key, breaking fools off.
This is a Said Low Key TV production.
Said low key, breaking fools off.
Yeah. You a hopper fool?
Said low key, breaking fools off. Yeah. We on the